to have him on the cast. This is a very talented actor, you will see, Santiago Cabrera. Please welcome. Also joining the production team, who is...
And Mariana is in the bathroom, but she's coming straight away. She's rushing.
So what'd you think?
And Mariana is here, yeah. Mariana de Girolamo.
So it's an interesting...
It was interesting because he didn't have anything to hold on to, but my first day of work was that scene in the bed with Mariana, and it was a 7-page scene. I received 2 hours before my pickup. And then, you know, we got it in the rehearsal down to 5 and rehearsed it, but there was this one line in there where he says, I'm always trying to do good, you know, I'm like fighting. So that was something, you find a hook. So I kind of understood the character. I think, you know, we've all been there in situations maybe where you're not ready to make the right decisions or you don't know yet. So, you know, you kind of, and then you start putting the pieces together and then knowing and trusting you're in very good hands because you're working with a great director and a good cast. So it's exhilarating because, you know, you're just on your toes all the time. You have to be.
Hi. I think that in a certain way it's very liberating. And I think that that's why this movie, that's what I think, it's very fresh and alive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gael, you've worked with him before, so you trusted him, but you talk a little...
Yeah, I agree with them, what they say, and also with there's another element. I mean, we've been, you know, it's a film that actually, for us, is starting to sink in also. You know, we've been talking about it and trying to dissect it a little bit and trying to obviously interpret our experience whilst doing it. But there is something also that had to do with a surprise, that the fact that there is something quite, it goes a little bit beyond the understanding what happens in the film. I mean, definitely it begins in a very traumatic situation, something that is perhaps something that we can't imagine happening. No, this failed adoption. So therefore, the language as well and the dynamic that exists and the relationships that exist is new language in a way. Is new. It goes beyond what we understand socially, politically. You know, as a discussion in terms of femininity, masculinity. You know, it's something way ahead. So that was also where we were finding whilst doing the film, and what made us be able to search for things and look out for things and experiment. And there was no right and wrong, because it was all a new thing that was always happening, always evolving, always something new happening. So it was very exciting not to know, but also exploring new language was fantastic. Sounds amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's about so many things. I thought that was, you know, the idea of family was definitely a hook into it. But then watching it, you realize it's about so many other things, you know. So you kind of go with the experience of it. But there's definitely something to understand there, at least in the initial approach. But, you know, we live in a world where families, you know, like people make their own terms, partnerships. And, you know, I think the movie in a way is also saying something about that, you know, who defines a relationship. And you know, there is a coming together at the end, whether you like it or not, you know, they do come together.
Yeah. She creates a new family, creas una nueva familia, ¿no?
I think that it's a reflect of how families are nowadays, diverse families. Ema and her friends are also a family. This is a family of 6 person, and it's also a family. I think that that's what we want to reflect in this film. New generations, new orders, new families, new ways of loving, of love.
The film has
That's all in the present, with my partners and with myself and the inner world of Ema. But it requires a lot of concentration. It's too heavy. It's too heavy and it's amazing.
We had a stunt double who had like a blonde wig.
Introduce your cast.
Of course, he's a very unknown actor starting with us. I'm very proud. He's Gael Garcia Bernal.
Hello, nice to meet you.
A Chilean actress, wonderful, you know, the heart and soul of the movie, Mariana Di Girolamo. And then also a Chilean actor, but most people don't know that, actually, but he works here in the United States. Well, not here, it's Canada, but in the United States a lot, and in England, and also fantastic Santiago Cabrera with us.
So what led you?
Said I might do a movie, yes. And then we met, and he talks about Ema, this free woman, and he said, you have to cut your hair. So I said, I'm on it. And yes, the rest is our movie, and I'm very grateful. And I learned a lot from this experience. I keep learning from this experience and from Ema also.
Yeah, same. The opportunity to work with Pablo. I'm a big fan of his work, and you know, also when I got that call, it was just very exciting. And then he says, "But there's no script, and I want you to know nothing about it." And I was like, "Whatever you want, man. I'll do it." But and you know, it lives up to it because it's the process. Because it's just just very different and unique, which keeps it always fresh and exciting and. There's such a great cast on board, and yeah, also when I saw the film, I was just completely hypnotized and sucked into the movie, and it's just so powerful, so it's just great to be part of it.